So we had one of the biggest potential liquidation cascades that I've seen in present time. And for me, this was very interesting because I look at YouTube and not a lot of people are covering it. So I wanted to go ahead, do a live stream, kind of vibe out here and chat about what is going on in the markets right now. I mean, this is absolutely insanity. People projecting for a potential big day for DeFi. DeFi is going to have its moment to shine. And yet this is what we got today. I mean, check this out. We had the big ol' Hyperliquid. Hyperliquid's been leading the markets right now for DeFi in terms of DeFi exchanges. They're making money and it's looking good for them. Or so it was looking good for them until earlier today. This is what happened. So from what I can gather, someone shorted Jelly on Hyperliquid and they shorted it for a heck of a lot of money. As you can see here, $10 million. They assume that the guy pumped it himself on chain. So it was a small coin, a little bit of liquidity. He liquidated himself and he forced Hyperliquid to inherit the toxic short position. And now Jelly is gigapumping and Hyperliquid is holding on for dear life. So Hyperliquid wants to liquidate the position at a profit because that's kind of how Hyperliquid works. But they kind of can't do that because it pumped right as he got liquidated. So they were stuck in this cascade, this absolute insanity of a cascade. In fact, if you look right now on the platform, this is a stupid Ghibli coin. This Jelly coin went up to what, 65 mil from all the way down at, what is this, 1.3 mil or is this 13 mil? I have no idea what this is, but it pumped a heck of a lot in a very short period of time and it was on purpose. And in fact, it was such a crazy thing that it would be funnier. We had Zach XBT here talking about it. He's an investigator. If this outcome happened because both Jelly manipulators were freshly funded via Binance, specifically Binance on Arbitrum. And if you look up right now Binance Hype, you're going to find something very interesting. And the thing that is very interesting, where is it? Where's the Jelly. They listed futures on, here it is. Binance futures will launch USD margined Jelly USDT and Maave USDT perpetual contracts. Wow. Who cares about Jelly? But the thing is, they were trying to manipulate to maybe kill one of their competitors. And I was like, whoa, this is happening again. I mean, this is a competitive market, but I didn't know we were going for each other's throats like that. So that's kind of what the market has kind of done. Very, very, very interesting. Very interesting. So what the TLDR of all of this is that the market's still very volatile and the market's still doing its thing. I was looking into HBAR. I know there's a lot of HBAR viewers here, so we'll talk about HBAR for a bit. And I just made a video talking about the Saucer Swap meta. So I think there's going to be a DeFi run on Saucer Swap on some of these majors on DeFi inside of HBAR because they've been doing. Explain it like a 5-year-old, Jorge. Okay, I'll explain it like a 5-year-old. So big boy wants to kill little boy. So what the big boy does is he throws a lot of money at something and he forces the little boy to go ahead and do what normally does. And the little boy wants to make money, so he has to kind of chill and wait for him to make money. But then the big boy does the exact opposite and just tries to murder the little boy while he tries to make money. I guess that's the easiest way to explain it. Or I could pull up Paint if you want. Yeah, you know what? We have time. It's a live stream. So this is what happened. This is the best artistic interpretation that I could possibly make. I can't make the Studio Ghibli ChatGPT models. So we're not poor. No, we're not. We're fine. But here's what happened. So here's Hype. And oh, geez, I cannot write for the life of me. So the way Hype makes money is through fees, right? They make money through fees. That's how they make their bread. So boom, boom, boom. And to make money, they also need to liquidate people. So liquidations. When people are being degenerates and they gamble a little bit too much in regards to their position, Mr. Hype here goes ahead and grabs their liquidation and sells it on the open market for a profit. That's how they always make their money. But let's say when they're trying to make their money, there is a bad actor that has a very small coin. This is a very small coin called Jelly. And this very tiny coin normally doesn't really move much. So for hype, I'm perfectly fine having this thing listed. It's not going to move much anyway, so I don't care. Liquidates, I'll be able to sell it on the market instantly. But Mr. Jelly here, after the position liquidated, kept pumping. And it never stopped pumping. I mean, literally just moonshot to $60 million. So it was not able, Hyperliquid was not able to liquidate. They could not liquidate to make their money. So the protocol was stuck in a very, very bad position, in a terrible position, to the point where if the token hit 120 million, the entire TVL of Hyper, the entire vault would have been jeeted. All of it would have been jeeted. It's like that. I mean, it would have destroyed Hyperliquid. So, of course, Daddy Binance goes and says, you know what? We're listing futures so people can long and get even more coins for a cheaper price. And then Hyperliquid's like, oh, fuck. Oh, fuck, we're about to get rugged. So they decide to do crime on-chain. And here's the crime that they do. All right, here's the crime. I'm giving it to you live here on stream. So the crime that Hyperliquid does is that, so Jelly's at 20 mil. This is Jelly. So we'll represent it with this. And Hyperliquid says, you know what? I don't feel like getting liquidated at 20 mil. We're actually going to go ahead and put the prices a bit back. And I'm actually going to do it at 9 mil because I have a short, so I don't want to lose money. So they make a small profit. And also at the same time, they delist the coin so that Binance can't keep manipulating it and they can finally get out of their position. And so they're saved. But what did it cost? Well, it cost everything. Why? I can't even type. It costs everything because they now are being exposed. The mask has finally been exposed for the fact that they're just a centralized exchange. I mean, they can manipulate whatever they want. They could do whatever they want. They could just, if they feel like it lists something, not list something, decide to go ahead and rug something, they can do whatever they want. So, yeah, their reputation is kind of shot after this one. Also, people are terrified. And so, what do we take from all this? What we take is that futures and leverage trading continues to destroy people. And it's also going to likely destroy one of these big decentralized exchanges. So I would rather bid on dexes that do not have leverage trading. If we could just not do that, then I would be happy. I think I would be very happy with that. Or just be a centralized exchange. Hey, if you want to grift people, centralized exchange, trade against them, go for it. I ain't got nothing. Crime season. Bullish, 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 bullish on crime season. Hey, if there's anything I'm bullish on, is that thing right there. Crime season, it looks like it's never ending. Swear to God. Yeah, but the mask has been unsheathed. It's just exposed for the world to see. And it makes me bearish, very bearish on hype. I don't know. I was very bullish on hype for quite some time, but that kind of kills it for me. It's the boner killer right there. Big boner killer. And people are still building this stupid coin because of it. Man, I hate degens. I hope all these guys lose their money. I hope this thing goes straight to zero, dude. People need to get reset. There's too much stupid stuff in the crypto space. But yeah, that's the story for Hyperliquid and what possibly could have been an enormous cascade. Because let's say theoretically they lose their entire vault. All of the coins get rugged practically, right? Because who else is going to be managing that? And Hyperliquid goes pretty much to zero. What other DEX plays are up right now? I don't know. Uniswap? Uniswap's alive. Where's Uniswap? Number 28? Damn, Uniswap got flipped. Jeez. Yeah, that's tough. Yeah, Uniswap still flipped from Hyperliquid, so that would have been catastrophic for DeFi season. But luckily, we got shot. We didn't die, though. And so we are still alive. That was a scam from the beginning. What's up, Acere? La Cubana, let's go. Represent 305. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the stream. Yeah, I haven't used Hyperliquid at all, but I remember when there was like this Gods token or something like that bid. Is it Gods? I don't even know what it was. It's that Valhalla token. They bid a ton of money into buying one of those domains. I think it was like $1 million just to get listed onto Hype. So it was insane. Crypto Moon, what's up, Franco? Welcome, welcome. Crypto Moon, win Moon. Yeah, so here's the bull case on crypto right now. So we're at 86K and we're correcting. I'm still bull. Let me be very clear. We're ranging right now. Obviously, go up, down, sideways, everywhere in between. There was tariff news today, which is why crypto dumped today. It's not because of a specific issue that crypto is having. It's because of the market. The stock market's correcting because of I'm reading comments and getting distracted. Because of the fact that the auto tariffs might actually become a thing. That's why this is happening right now. So the markets are dumping again. People are freaking out. And Bitcoin's correcting. Now, Bitcoin's actually holding up pretty well. You know, realistically speaking, it went to 77K, 76K-ish. People were calling bottom at 72, 73. I would say, arguably speaking, we already hit the bottom. And now we're just ranging because of the stock market. Now, we're waiting for April 2nd. April 2nd is Liberation Day. That's what Trump has been saying in regards to the tariff news. The tariff news has been manipulating the stock market over the past month. That's why we're down 5% in the S&P 500, which is interesting because Bitcoin's only down 8% in that same time frame, which I find to be very interesting. What's Too Dirty saying? You fellas better get at least 3 GTA 6 meme coins before the second trailer comes out. So I think there are going to be GTA 6 coins. I know Aiden Ross. So Aiden Ross has been talking about GTA 6. Aiden Ross, GTA 6, crypto. I'll probably find it. Yeah, but he's been yapping about it. Reveals he's launching a GTA 6 server where you can make money via cryptos. So this is what he said. Let me pop this up. All right.
Me and Ricky are going to start working on the GTA 6 server as soon as we possibly can. And it's going to be all for crypto, and we're going to have the biggest, best economy where you can make money playing. Who's not going to want to play my world when you can make money playing it? Even if I got to come out of my own pocket to pay people, I'm going to do it. We're going to turn it up a notch.
Interesting. So we'll see if that actually happens. I don't know if meme coins are going to be very bullish about GTA 6, but yeah, no, generally speaking, there are going to be GTA 6 coins. It's just not going to be on the actual GTA 6 itself. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, other than that, I'm thinking there's a lot of manipulation on Ethereum right now. I've been net bullish on DeFi season for a while. I think the next 2 months are going to be choppy. They're going to be odd to trade. They're going to be hard to trade in general. But very net bullish on summer. I think summer liquidity is going to become a little bit more stagnant. People are going to want to gamba, and they're going to go into DeFi. And that's what I think is happening right now. People are going into DeFi. We're also seeing our node plays are doing pretty well. So Beam is still up, 4%, even though like the entire market is dumping right now. Not bad. Not bad. AVAX also reclaiming number 12 in the world. Not bad. About to lose it to this Leo coin, though. But yeah, just generally speaking, doing pretty well. I mean, it's been a volatile market, but we've been playing it pretty well. I got into a couple of meme plays the other day. I've been monitoring the AVAX meme coins because I've been deep into the AVAX trenches. These have been kind of bleeding, but net, they're up a ton from where they were. This thing was at what? 4 mil? Ket was at 160 mil, and that's 260 mil in how long? 3 days? So huge pumps are happening in these markets. Kind of just monitoring them. Also, I'm monitoring Tron to see if Justin Sun ends up creating a coin, or if he ends up backing a coin or something, because he was talking about a meme coin season. You've been buying Beam at 0.7. Well, I get what you're talking about. You're very happy with it. I mean, that's fair. I was calling on the timeline a double bottom. I was calling a double bottom on it. Maybe I can find it. Maybe we can find it. I tweet a lot, so we might not be able to find it. But I did call for a double bottom on Beam a bit ago. We have our validators running, and that's pretty awesome too. I think our validators have they have over $2 million staked on the validators. Where is this? Am I gonna be able to find this? How many tweets do I do in a day? Jesus, this is crazy. This is arbitrage. The McDonald's candle. Okay, I think we're getting close because we found the McDonald's candle. Where is this? Here it is. Okay. So this was the chart that I posted. So we were at the same price as we were post-migration on Beam. When Beam went ahead and did its big pump, right before that, same price. I mean, identical pricing. Look at this bounce. At the same exact point. Identical point. It was the easiest trade in crypto. I mean, the easiest trade in crypto was buying Beam right after it defended its post-peg price. I mean, look at this bounce on volume. It was very obvious that this was going to be a big bounce on them. And they started posting a lot. Like it felt like everything kind of aligned for a bounce. So made sense. And so we traded it. The validators, when I was buying nodes, so you can buy them right now on Sphere Market. I would say arguably the token is a better trade, but the nodes are also pretty good. And so the nodes, these are going for, the floor price is practically 890. There's one node here for 840. So I guess technically it's 840. But people were buying these on bid for what, like $300 or something like that? I mean, it was going for a very, very low price just a bit ago. And now they're going for 840, 890. At some point it was at what, like 920, 940. The price at the start of the node sale, I know, was $1,250 plus discount. And also when AVAX dumped a little bit, I think it was like $1,000 total. But the price of Beam in the same time frame, I mean, it was practically all-time highs when this sale happened. It's down about 78%. So you would have done much better just holding the node versus holding Beam, which I find interesting. I find that very interesting. And that tends to happen in nodes when you get them early on. I mean, now if you bought a node and it's $3,000, you know, it's a different case. It doesn't make any sense. You're better off arbitraging the token. But found this to be interesting nonetheless. And now they're going to have the secondary rewards on these Beam nodes. And that's going to happen on April 1st. So April 1st, they're going to be enabling that. You can see it on the Build and Beam page. I think they have it. Let's see. Validator counts. There it is. Secondary awards season 1 starting April 1st. In 1 week from now, the first season kicks off. Anyone that runs a Beam node or stakes their Beam or node tokens will start earning rewards. What's up, Big A? Welcome back. Welcome back to the stream. I love Big A. Big A is awesome. Big A gets me up in the morning. Every time I see a little dog. Is that a dog? A little cute little dog. It gets me up. It gets me going. But yeah, no, I've been playing on this, and then let's check our validators. I haven't checked in a bit. So if you go on delegations on Beam and you look up Jesus, right now we're actually doing really well. We have about 40 mil. I think my math might be a bit off, but about 40 mil stake Beam, and then we have what, like almost 2 mil in node tokens. So we're doing pretty well on the Beam network. Very excited to see what happens. Nice to see the support from everyone. I also invested, I think I put probably like 15 to 20K at this point onto these Beam nodes, and also all the nodes that I bought and the tokens that I bought and staked and all that stuff in between. So we shall see how it goes. But so far it's going well, and I'm happy with it. I'm very happy with that. Very, very happy with that. Expecting great things from DeFi on Avalanche. I've been making videos on it. Yeah, I made a video not that long ago at all. This was a couple days ago. And it's funny to me because I think the videos that make people the most money are the videos that people watch the least. But here's the video that I ended up creating. It was massive AVAX price pump just happened, 80% in 24 hours, which was true. You know, there were some huge plays that went ahead and were created, and talked about the DeFi ecosystem on AVAX. I think that's going to make people a bunch of money. And well, at least that's what I'm betting on. I think it's going to make people a bunch of money. And yet this is the one that gets 100 views. It's funny. It's funny. We'll look back at it. What with Lunk, it has really died. Tariffs? I am not saying tariffs. No way. Tariffs? I'm gonna say tariff. I'm gonna be that guy. Yeah, I don't know why you'd be holding Lunk at this point. I sold Lunk a long time ago. We left a long time ago. I lost money on Lunk. I don't even want to talk about Lunk. That thing was garbage. People on Lunk are delusional. They're the most delusional crypto community on the planet. They should have made this into a meme coin. They actually, when the meme coins were pumping, we had a bit of a pump on Lunk. If they just embraced being a meme coin, man, they could have been something. But they decided not to be a meme coin. And so they're fucked. Pharaoh? I think Pharaoh will be all right. Pharaoh won't be bad. I have a Pharaoh position, but I bought it lower than this price. I think I bought it like down here, like $600 or something. And other ones that are pretty hot are, so Joe's a thing, but I don't own a lot of Joe. And then the other one's Benki, which Benki, they have the most TV on AVAX, but for whatever reason, their tokens all the way down here. All the way down here, like way down. So I bid up, definitely. I bid up Benki. So Benki Pharaoh is kind of where I'm at. Well, it's down and no one's looking at buying. So when gaming comes back. So Victor, your thesis makes sense. I mean, it makes sense. You want to buy when people don't want to buy. And that's a totally fair thing you can do. I think we're going through a consolidation period. So I wouldn't say like you could use the same logic for every gaming project. I think if you use the same logic for every gaming project, you would lose money. You would lose a ton of money. So the logic that I have for gaming, and I'm pulling up paint again because we love a good paint. So we got gaming, right? So I'm going to represent it with a G. And gaming raised, I don't know, let's say a couple $2 billion, probably like $2 billion or something. And making a game, I mean, there's maybe like, God knows how many projects, over 1,500 projects or something like that. Each of these projects is spending, I don't know, I would assume at least $50K if you're a pretty decent project. Upwards of every single month, by the way, is what I'm talking about. Every single month, upwards of like, you know, maybe $500,000 to $1 million. That would be like you have an insane burn rate if you have a mill. You have a lot of devs. And so this $2 billion actually gets liquidated surprisingly quickly. And so what's happening is these gaming projects are running out of money. They're running out of money. They're very sad. And they're looking for funding. So they're going to AVAX. And, you know, they're going to Beam. And they're going to Zentree and Rodin. You know, the people that have money. That actually were responsible. These are the plays that they went to, right? And so all these other gaming projects probably going down 99.9%. These guys are all screwed. It doesn't matter how much they're down. They're screwed. They don't have money. And so who's actually going to make the money are the ecosystem plays. They're the only ones that are going to make money because they're the only ones that survived. They're only ones that survived that didn't have these crazy burn rates. They're the ones that are going to survive. They have fees. They have runaways. I know that Beam got Abu Dhabi grants. They're fine. They have hundreds of millions of dollars that they invested into crypto gaming. The VCs are very happy, while gaming is very sad. And so the state of gaming is all these projects are dying, and they're coming over to these chains with money, and they're buying them for very cheap price to get them onboarded because they need money. They're desperate for money. And these projects are going to do well because they're getting all these prices and all of these projects at a much cheaper price than they would have gotten it peak bull. And that's kind of why AVAX was good in the first place, because AVAX, deep in the bear market, they were grabbing a bunch of random games and throwing them onto AVAX. Extremely useful information? Of course, Victor. Absolutely. And that's my due diligence on it. Why is the Beam chart there at the same time as this request finance thing? What does this have anything to do with Beam? Swear to God, there's random ass coins that people put things onto. But yeah, that's the state of gaming right now, and why I am bullish on projects with existing funding that don't have crazy burn rates and are making money. That is it. That's literally it. It's as simple as that. And that's why I think DeFi is going to work. DeFi is going to work because of that. The ones that are making revenue are going to survive. They're going to cannibalize each other. There's 13 million cryptocurrencies. More than half of them are probably already dead. The other half of them are, I mean, maybe not half of them, but maybe 10% of projects or less actually are going to survive. The other ones are already dying. You just don't see it yet on the chart. Like, you might see it correcting with the rest of the market, but when the market recovers and you see it continue to go down or lag behind its competitors, you know they're fucked. You know there's no way they're coming back. There's no way they're coming back. Big A, Gun checks all those boxes. Yeah, I mean, Gun raised a lot of money. They raised a ton of money. And they also bought, I mean, this is recently, they bought Game Informer. Interesting. I mean, I guarantee you they bought this for cheap. They had to have bought it for cheap. Game Informer, I mean, they just capitulated. I'm sure they got a really good deal on Game Informer. They have to pay the salary, so there is a burn rate. And Gonzalo is definitely spending a good amount of capital. I mean, they have a bunch of the top streamers in the world streaming. But they also have an entire ecosystem with a bunch of different games, which were also accumulated during the bear market. So they played the playbook that AVAX did, and there's good reason that AVAX is doing so well in terms of gaming. So yeah, they're one of the only survivors in the space. So I'm excited to see what ends up happening here. Is he streaming? Who's this? Aiden, Scump, and Methods? Oh, that's pretty cool. Nice. I wonder how long they've got them on contract to stream for. Yeah, we did a stream. Would have been nice if these guys retweeted it. But we did a stream on AVAX yesterday night. So I was playing yesterday night on the official AVAX account, which is pretty cool. I mean, it was pretty fun to go ahead and do. We were fragging out. I mean, Big A, if you watch the stream, I had a 29 kill game. I had a 29 kill game. I mean, how often do you get those? Jesus, where is this? A 29 kill game. Jeez. It was looking good. It was looking good live on AVAX. Feels good. Yeah, this game is going to be probably one of the only ones that actually survives. So I'm definitely dumping the bags on there. Dumping the bags. And that's the state of the market for the most part. HBAR is doing nothing. DeFi is looking like it wants to live. And a lot of projects are running out of money. So whatever projects run out of money, you can kind of tell already. Run away. And the projects that have money that you can kind of tell are doing much better than their competitors. It's time to consolidate into them. I saw a post from Virtual Bacon. Actually, he's a guy. He manages the VC, angel investing, all that kind of stuff. He sold over half his crypto portfolio, which, you know, he's not saying he's bearish or anything. This isn't a top call. He's still bullish, but he went ahead and sold 24 of the 36 altcoins. Why do you have 36 altcoins on a 100K crypto portfolio? Jesus. That's crazy. But yeah, he went ahead and split up his portfolio. And I was like, okay, well, that makes sense. You should consolidate your portfolio. You should be doing that constantly, by the way. It's not something new. We should always be consolidating our portfolio. The less coins, the better. You always dump the losers, keep the winners. If your winner is winning, let it keep winning. If your loser's loser, it's time to consolidate. Simple as that. All kinds of projects are going to say all these bright and shiny words and have all this crazy terminology. But yeah, consolidate, my friends. I don't know, you were live last night? Yeah, we were live on the Avalanche account, but we went crazy. I was going crazy that game. That in general, all those games were going pretty crazy. I mean, maybe I can pull up the tracker. We'll pull up the tracker. So we did what? First game, 7 kills, 10 kills. And by the way, this was all happening during the last hour of the daily tournament. So they have a daily tournament every day. You can win up, $3,000. So good amount of capital, especially if you're in a third world country. I mean, even if you're in a first world country, $3,000 for playing games is insane. And so we did pretty good on that. I would actually survive. So I was playing with Gorilla. I was playing with Black Jesus. He got 0 kills, 2 kills, 7 kills, and then 10 kills. Black Jesus got 14. He's pretty good. He's Panicola. Then we have over here, 10 kills, 7 kills, 1 kill. I did pretty good the entire night. 14 kills. Got 6, 3. And then this one was 29 kills, which, I was fragging out that game. I got 30 knocks. I got 30 knocks. Someone survived. Yeah, that accuracy was pretty good. But yeah, I've been grinding it out. I think my KDA is actually increasing the more I play, which is interesting because I play mostly alone anyway. So, an interesting observation. But overall, looking good, boys. It's looking real good. I just wanted to have a short little live stream right after I uploaded my HBAR video for anybody that had questions. It's been a good day. I'm working on stuff other than stuff as a creator, which I'm very excited about. And life is good, my friends. Life is good. We're helping the crypto space, doing things the best we can. I'll see y'all some other time. Thank you for joining the stream. I'm going to be doing a panel tomorrow at 12 p.m. Eastern time. It's going to be in regards to gaming. We're going to have top gaming creators on to talk about the gaming markets, and that's going to be fun. So I'll see y'all later. Stay classy, and that's all.